Arunachala. Here, sages have lived and have imbued the very rocks with their spiritual life, and even more, with the mystery of a presence. I regard this stay at the holy mountain as an initiation into Indian monastic life. I had, of course, heard people speaking of Ramana Maharshi, who had lived there for more than 50 years. I gazed intensely at this old man of 70, with his gentle face and beautiful eyes. But what lay behind them? In every action, in all willing, in all thinking, ask yourself a question. Who is thinking? Who's willing? Who is acting? Who am I? It was a call which pierced through everything, rent it in pieces, and opened a mighty abyss. "26th of December 1951. I have celebrated Christmas all alone in my wood, but on such a day how painful it is to feel that my beloved brothers do not share in the profound joy which I feel in the depth of my heart. The further I go, the more I feel this gulf between Hindu brothers and myself, the church. I'd like to throw a bridge across it, but don't know where to fasten it. The walls are too smooth. Next spring, I can again respond to the call of the mountain. My friends misunderstand its attraction for me. Reached Tiru on March 4th. Moved into a cave on the 5th. Evening. There is a mystery about Arunachala. Solitude, silence, poverty. In my practice of all this, up till now, I have merely been playing at it. Here I meet with the real thing, and I am becoming aware of what I need if my experience is to be complete. A call to total poverty, which is a call to total freedom. For the only man who is free is he who has nothing, absolutely nothing that he can call his own. A few months earlier, I had adopted the robe of the sannyasi, the sign in India of ultimate renunciation. Perhaps if I had waited for a few years, I should never have had the audacity to wear it. Arunachala will call me back. More and more I dread Shantivanam. Where is the Lord taking me? I was thinking this morning that if I could be convinced that Ramana was right, nothing whatever could stop me from retiring to Arunachala in total poverty, immersed in the inner life. Then I should no longer have my great source of embarrassment, this feeling of ambiguity of my Hinduism and my poverty being a mere facade. Once again in a cave since yesterday evening. Here at least I feel in my element. There is no room at one and the same time for God and for myself. If God exists, then I am not. If I exist, then how could God be? The Hindu is right. God is within me, in my deepest and innermost center, where I am most truly myself. Going to meet God has nothing to do with going somewhere outside myself. 28th of March 1953. Such a strange but impressive meeting with Sri Harilal. Abandon prayer in favor of meditation. Abandon study for thinking. Abandon thinking for the void for what is beyond the void. You say that you are a Christian. That is meaningless at the stage you have reached. You need only one thing: free yourself from the last bonds which are holding you back. You are ready for it. Penetrate into the guha, the cave of your heart, and there realize that you are Tatvamasi. You are that. Alone with God, that means alone with yourself. Dare to face God in coming face to face with yourself. Arunachala Shiv. Christian sannyas, I am astonished to discover that by burying myself in the caves of Arunachala, I have penetrated to the very heart of Hinduism. The pradakshina consists in making the round of a holy place on foot, keeping it always on the right side. This used to seem to me pure superstition and an outdated survivor from a distant past and from a belief which the course of history had long ago swept away. Later, I came to understand. I discovered a wisdom here that will remain intact when our so-called modern times have been quite forgotten. Last day on the mountain. Tomorrow I shall have to leave. I must accept a total immersion in the self. Even so, before my mass this morning, I softly intoned the blessing of palms, sang the hymn, All glory, Lord, and honor. Nostalgia for a time that has passed away, like the joys of childhood, to which the adult can never return. The abyss has swallowed me up too deeply, the abyss of the self.
Gave the cup to his disciples and said, "Take this."
Saturday morning, back to Shantivanam.
This is the cup
Here I remain half asleep. How can I wake up again there?
which will be shed
Time has
for you
passed.
and for all men, so that sins may be forgiven. Do this in memory of me.
As things are at present, the only alternatives open to me are Shantivanam and Hindu sannyas. This morning, once again at Arunachala, the door of my cave is shut, but how strongly it calls me. Walked around the mountain, slept in the court of the temple. This mountain is Shiva himself, in the form of a linga.
said, the one that makes me laugh. He said, and threw his arms